What's up, everybody? James is back, and today we're going to dive into Nike's new Wildhorse 6 trail shoe that they just dropped a few days ago. And wow, let me tell you, it is definitely something you're not going to want to miss. So let's go ahead and dive into this crazy shoe that Nike just dropped and see if it's going to be the right one for you. So let's just start from the top. The Nike Wildhorse 6 keeps it stable, secure, and lightweight on the trail. So if you're somebody like me who loves trail running, this is what you want to hear. It's got an updated outsole that delivers traction. It's got foam that keeps you cushioned on your run. So first thing I noticed right away is that crazy outsole, and I'm loving hearing about the cushion that they put into the shoe. That's something for me that's huge that I look for when it comes to running on trails, especially rocky terrain. So let's first talk about this trail-ready traction that Nike's bragging about when it comes to the Wildhorse 6. It's got the full rubber outsole that features abrasion-resistant materials in the forefoot and the heel, along with sticky rubber in the middle for grip. And it's also got an anti-clog coating across the outside that helps keep. So for me, I love hearing the term abrasion resistant. So I've noticed a lot when I'm out there running, certain trails I've hit, I've stepped the wrong way and I'm just tearing my feet up. So I love that Nike really focused on that with this new Wildhorse 6. Obviously, they still got the sticky rubber grip. It's huge if you're out there getting trails. You don't want to be slipping on rocks or anything like that, especially if you're going uphill. Of course, they have their anti-clogging coat that's going to be on the bottom of these shoes to help kick mud out. If you do live in wet areas, it's probably something that sounds great. You'll have to let me know what it is. Out in Arizona, it's pretty much dry most of the time, so I'm not too hyped about that. The one thing that I am hyped about is the responsive cushioning. So let's take a look at that. So the Wildhorse 6 does have Nike React foam built into it that does provide a soft, smooth ride, and it does add a little spring to your step. There's extra cushioning in the heel that creates stability and keeps your foot on the platform. So Nike React foam is something that they are falling in love with. If you don't know already, they're starting to put it in every single different kinds of shoes that Nike offers. I remember when they did this with the Flyknit, with the Flywire, with the Lunar Epic when it came to the sock-like feel. Once they get a technology that they love, it starts infiltrating every single style of shoe that they own. The Nike React foam is the new big one. Started off in running. We're seeing it in basketball shoes. We're seeing it in lifestyle shoes with the Air Force One. And now we're seeing it in the trail shoes. Now, I personally love the React foam, so I'm ecstatic about this. I love the way it feels. It does add that extra cushion. For somebody out there on trails to hear that your heel and your forefoot is going to have that extra cushion to add a little bit more spring in your step out there running, I'm super stoked for it and I can't wait to try it out. I do also like how they're talking about this extra padding in the heel is going to create more stability. It's one of those things when you're running down a mountain or on a uneven trail, stability is something that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because I feel a bit safer with it. There's nothing worse than having a rocky shoe when you're running down a hill fast to roll an ankle or something like that. So I'm stoked that Nike added this new feature to make sure that the foot's level with the platform at all times. And then we got the breathable upper. So again, it's got mesh on the forefoot that does enhance ventilation combined with materials along the toe to help prevent abrasion. Again, there's that term abrasion. With a lot of the Nike Wildhorse and Terra Kygers, they do have that extra layer at the toe of the foot. For me, I do appreciate it when it comes down to kicking rocks or things like that on accident. I do like that they're adding the extra material to help prevent abrasion. For those of you that don't trail run a lot, it makes a big difference versus running trails in some regular running shoes. So if you're looking to get into trail running, I encourage you not to wear road running shoes because they just don't have these key little features that at first don't sound like a lot, but once you're out there experiencing a trail, they're going to make a lot of sense and you begin to have a new appreciation for some of these technologies and features. And then some of the other key features that stand right out to me is that upper sock-like thing. On this shoe, they're calling it a collar, to where they do have the stitching around the ankle that's going to make it snug, but this collar part that goes up is supposed to keep dirt and rocks out of your shoes. So I am curious to see how that feels, just if it rubs on your ankle or not, but I do love the fact that it'll keep rocks and dirt out. I don't mind the dirt as much as the rocks. There's nothing worse than just walking, kicking some rocks in your shoe to where you have to stop, empty your shoe out, and then start back over. So I do like that they added this little feature. Hopefully it doesn't rub on my ankle weird, but I am looking forward to try it out to see if it does provide that extra layer of protection from getting dirt and rocks in my shoe. And again, this one, just like some of the others, it does have the thin tongue that has the segmented padding, and the whole purpose of that is to cut down on lace pressure. So my old Wildhorse 2s, the tongue was super thick, so when I for the lace, I'd have to pull it down pretty tight, which it would cut in at some parts. So I like this new segmented padding that they've been adding to the shoes, because it does make it a little bit more comfortable on the top of my foot when I do lace up to go for a run. So they do have the utility tab on the back just to help get your foot in the shoe a lot easier. So overall, aesthetically, the shoe is definitely night and day from any other Wildhorse shoe they've ever released. I'm ecstatic about this shoe. I think it's definitely something new, cutting edge, which I love about Nike. Can't wait to try the shoe out personally. Out here in Arizona, you can never have enough trail running shoes. Ended up buying the Wildhorse 5s because they are on sale, so I'll probably wait a little bit when it comes to the Wildhorse 6. Overall, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know what you think of this brand new model, if it's something that you plan on picking up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date on all future content. And until next time, YouTube,